that. Just in case.
All the same, let's get the horses and get out of here. The Phillies book says that wolves almost never attack. It must have been separated from its pack. Look! That wolf wasn't separated from its pack. It was leading the pack right to us! We're trapped up here.
Abigail, the Phillies book doesn't happen to say anything about what to do in a situation like this, does it?
I don't know. I'm only on page 30. Get away from my horse! Okay, you can have it. Come on! We did it! So long, wolves! We lost him! We lost Prue!
Oh no.
Prue! Prue! Help! Huh? What do we do? I've got a plan. Quick, Spirit! We've got to draw the wolves away. Abigail, get to the gate and be ready to close it. Prue, can you jump from the roof to the wall?
I think so.
Pretty boy. Okay, here we go. Careful, Lucky! Come on, wolves! Let's go! You can't catch me! Yeah! Come and get me! Jump, Prue! Now!
Come on, Prue. You can do this. Just remember the 3 F's. Friendship, fun, and... falling is not an option! Oh, piece of cake!
Prue, you're going to have to jump again. I know it's high, but... Never mind. Here comes Lucky. Get ready to close the gate. It worked! Great jump, Prue.
Well, you saw that? It was nothing.
So, I know it's our first camping trip, and it's not very Frontier Phillies of me, but can we go home now? I think I've had enough adventure for one expedition.
Me too. Me 3.
Hey animation fans, did you like the video? Well, staying with the animation theme, I've got some interesting facts for you. Did you know that Buzz Lightyear's original name was Lunar Larry? I'm so happy they changed it. Can you imagine Buzz being called Larry? Here's another change of name for you. Tom and Jerry were originally called Jasper and Jinx. Did you also know that DreamWorks Studios stopped producing 2D animated films after Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas? And finally, in their most productive week ever recorded, Pixar completed 3.5 minutes of animation. Production on Beauty and the Beast, which was a combination of traditional hand-drawn and computer-generated images, ran out of time and money, so they had to reuse the dancing scenes from Sleeping Beauty. Also, do you remember this scene in Frozen where Elsa walks out of her ice palace? Well, it took 132 hours, more than 5 days to generate, and that's not including the time it took to draft, draw, and create. Whoa. Now, I love a good animated movie, as I'm sure you do. But have you ever noticed that a lot of cartoon characters have 4-fingered hands instead of 5? The reason is simple. Hands with 4 fingers are easier to draw and animate. Cartoon characters are always simplified versions of whatever their real-life equivalent is. A 4-fingered hand saves a lot of time in animating, and it really does not make any difference to us while watching. It all started with the very first Mickey Mouse cartoon. Now, there are almost too many video game Easter eggs to count in the movie, but one stands apart. Pay close attention to the Fix-It Felix arcade cabinet, and you'll notice the high score of 120,501, or December the 5th, 1901, the birthday of Walt Disney himself. Who knew? Now, adding to that, for all the video game companies that gave rights to Disney for this retro adventure, the makers of the Mortal Kombat series weren't as willing. From the red eye, robot arm and tribal tattoos, fans may think they spot the classic character Kano in the Bad Unknown Meeting, but he's actually credited as Cyborg for legal reasons, even though he still executes the fighter's signature finishing move, tearing the heart from a nearby zombie. Valley here with an interesting motion capture fact from 2003's Finding Nemo. For the character Bruce, extensive motion capture was used of actual great white sharks to get the character's shark look. 6 different sharks were used, including 2 from the private collection at the Mandalay Bay Casino in Las Vegas. I loved Finding Nemo. What about you? Now, after seeing the movie, audiences didn't know what to make of Toothless, the movie's titular dragon, since he doesn't fit the usual design of the flying fire breathers. He was originally going to look more like a wolf and closer to a traditional dragon. But when a team member's screensaver of a black leopard popped up, the design was changed immediately. But for all the movie's fans, Pixar boss John Lasseter wasn't among them. When he took the reins for Disney Animation as a whole, he let the directors Chris Sanders and Dean DeBlois go. DreamWorks swooped in, landing the duo, and the title has been one of their most successful properties today. Did you know that Pumbaa in The Lion King was the first character to fart in a Disney movie? Just fits in perfect with the character, don't you think? I wonder who the second character was. Yeah, so I'm the first to fart in FilmIsNow. Did you know that the man who served as the voice of Walt Disney's iconic Mickey Mouse for over 30 years, Wayne Owine, was married to the woman who voices Minnie Mouse, Rosie Taylor? The two were married for nearly 2 decades until Wayne Owine passed away in 2009. Oh, isn't that sweet? Did you know that Nemo first made his appearance in Monsters, Inc. as one of Boo's toys? That was 2 years before Finding Nemo was released. I've got a cool movie fact for you about The Lion King. Now, the name of the movie seems pretty straightforward, right? But did you know that its original title was actually King of the Jungle? Marketing materials and merchandise had even been made before the studio realized lions don't live in the jungle. The upcoming live-action slate for Disney is looking awesome, with titles including A Wrinkle in Time, based on the book by Madeleine L'Engle, has an all-star cast in Oprah Winfrey, Chris Pine, Reese Witherspoon and Mindy Kaling, in theaters March 9, 2018. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, with Keira Knightley as the Sugar Plum Fairy. Helen Mirren and Morgan Freeman will also star, along with Mackenzie Foy. It will be in theaters November 2, 2018. The Mary Poppins sequel, starring Emily Blunt, will hit theaters on Christmas 2018. Blunt will be joined by Lin-Manuel Miranda as the two go on the new adventures with the new generation of Banks children. The Lion King will be in theater July 19, 2019, with Donald Glover voicing Simba, while James Earl Jones reprises his role of Mufasa. Tim Burton live-action version of Dumbo has been set for a March 29, 2019 release. Guy Ritchie is set to direct the live-action version of Aladdin, with Will Smith as Genie. A live-action version of the 1998 animated movie Mulan will also be released in 2019. Disney has also revealed they are making a movie based off the ride Jungle Cruise with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Whoa, so it's going to be a busy time. I can't wait for them all. What about you? Let me know below. See ya.